Hello, everybody. We are live. I am back, and it is so good to be back with you tonight. So let's throw some circles up, ladies. Let's circle up. Let's circle up. And let's see if I remember how to get my little circle in there. Well, it doesn't look like it. There we go. All right. Boom. We're circling up, ladies and gents. So let me go ahead and get the greeting done, and then I can kind of get things started. But I'm so glad to be here tonight. So on this episode of YouTube Talk with Denise Jordan, we're going to talk about YouTube monetization and the community tab if there's time. But primarily, we're going to talk about YouTube monetization. I'll also update you on where I've been, what I'm doing now, and highlight some successes of a few of our creators. And as always, I will give you updates on open invites and collabs. But before we get into that, welcome to YouTube Talk with Denise Jordan. I teach creatives to grow their influence through YouTube. So if that sounds like something you want to do, then hit that subscribe button and double tap that little bell icon so you don't miss any upcoming strategy sessions. And if you've joined us on the replay, welcome. You'll get great value from what we do here tonight. Please jump in on the conversation, leave your comments and suggestions as you work through the video, and I'll try to get back to you and answer them as soon as possible. All right, so for those of you who have joined us live, how you doing? And thank you so much. I know I've been away for 3 weeks, and I thought there may not even be anybody jump on tonight because they may not be expecting me. I did send out a notification, but you know how that goes sometimes. So yes, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, Sandy at Sister Cousins Lifestyle. Mary at Rocky Mountains Gardens. I'm so glad to be here tonight. So thank you, Mary. Diva at Kimberly Davis and Diva Designing on a Dime. Hi to you as well. It is good to be back. I feel like I've been gone forever. So, hey, Carol from My Blessed Nest. It's just good to see you guys tonight. And before we get into it, let me just take this time to just thank everyone for being so kind and so patient. You guys sent me so many kind messages. I got instant messages. I got cards in the mail. I got email. I got Facebook messages. You guys were so kind, and I really appreciate it. I really do. So thank you so much for being patient and showing up tonight after I've been gone for 3 weeks. And hey, Susan, at Susan Gazaway DIY, how are you doing as well? It is good to see you. And I'm hoping we have a good show tonight. So I've got the updates on the open invites and collabs as well. And I think I've done a pretty good job with those, but there's always some that I've missed. So I'll try to get those. If I've missed any, you guys will let me know. But it's good to be back. So just, hey, everybody, it's good to be back. All right, so before we get started, what you sipping on? I just have ice water tonight, or not even ice water. It's just plain old tap water. I made dinner. I made the best dinner. I made this chicken Creole from this Heart Healthy cookbook, and then I just had tap water with that. Hey, Mary at Yitra Creaciones, how are you doing? So Diva's got green tea. Carol at My Blessed Nest has iced tea with lemon. Sandy has ice water too. Yeah, that chicken Creole wasn't like super spicy, but it did have lots of flavor. So I just wanted just plain old water. I didn't even do lemonade. And you guys know how I am about my lemonade. And then Mary's got lemon water. All right, well, cool. Okay, well, it's nice to know what you guys have. So now, the other thing I want to address, first off, is last month, our YouTube strategy challenge was to drill down on your calls to action. So just in case we have anyone new that's on and they're not sure what a call to action is, a call to action is when you are telling your viewers exactly what you want them to do next. If you want them to go to a particular link or take a particular action, but that's what a call to action is. And there should be one within the first 30 seconds and another at the end of your video. And then you can have as many as you want anywhere in between, as long as it doesn't disrupt your flow, because you don't want to mess up the viewer's experience. Some examples we discussed included subscribe somewhere close to the beginning of the video, like I've asked you guys, if you're interested in growing your YouTube influence, then subscribe. So there was my first ask. There can also be a question of the day, which you ask them to answer. That's another call to action. If you ask them to watch this video or check out a playlist, that's another call to action. Or if you say, download my free meal planner bundle, that's another call to action. And then you ask them to subscribe again at the end of the video. Why do you ask twice? Well, because they may not stick around to the very end. So you want to make sure they hear that request. So the number of calls to action depends on you, what you want to do, and what you're trying to achieve. So tell me how this has been going for you. I've not had the opportunity to talk with you guys about that. And I will admit I have not taken the time today to look at the videos in regards to that, because I was checking for other things today. So tell me just real quickly how the call to action has been working for you guys. And I see we've got 12 people on. If I could get 12 thumbs up, that would be great. But while you guys are here, let's talk about how the call to action has been working for you. And if you're new here, you've stumbled across the Sister Circle. This is a group of like-minded women and men who have banded together to grow our YouTube channels one subscriber at a time. And so we have a particular format we're going through. So Cheryl at iStyle My Style is back, and thank you, Cheryl. I really appreciate that. You guys have really been very kind. So Carol says she's getting used to doing her calls to action, and it's beginning to become a habit now. Good, that's what we want. Sandy said she's been doing it at least once, but sometimes twice, and her sub count is increasing. Sandy, your sub count definitely is increasing, and that is the call to action is helpful when you do that, because when you say, if you like this video, subscribe, many times they'll go ahead and follow through on your action. But Sandy, you had something else going on over there too. So we'll talk about that when we get to the shout outs. I'm not going to talk about it right now, but I'm going to put you on blast. So just give me a minute. I'm going to do that. All right. So that's it. And also, if you guys dropped your call to action videos in the Facebook group over the past month on the Level Up Friday, I will admit I've not been in there. I've not checked anything. I've been very deleterious as I just kind of try to get myself back on track and, get back to doing what I need to be doing. Oh, Mary says her calls to action do not seem to be working. Her growth has just about stopped. And she's heard from other YouTube friends that they have talked about less views and growth. Oh, Mary, we'll have to try to figure out what's going on. I'm not sure. I've not had that issue. I've been doing quite well. And I'll talk a little bit about what's going on with me when I get to the shout out section, because can you believe I'm giving a shout out to myself? Go figure, but I am. But I don't know, Mary. You have to try to sort out what else is going on. Have you looked at your analytics? Where are people jumping off? What are people not doing? What kind of videos have you been putting up? I don't get it. Have you been consistent? You're typically pretty steady. So we'll have to see what's going on with that. All right. So now one of the other things that I wanted to mention was Level Up Friday. And in our private Facebook group, which is just for the ladies and gents of the Sister Circle, I did put in a new thread called Level Up Friday. And in that thread that'll come out on Fridays, you can drop your latest video that is showing how you operationalize the strategy we're working for that particular month. Last month, it was call to action. And so you were invited to drop your videos in the thread so we could see how that was working for you. Hey, Miss V, I see she's joined us as well. Good to have you with us. Have to see which V is it. We have so many V's with us. So yeah, so Miss V is with us as well. So as I said, I apologize for not keeping up with this over the past few weeks. For those of you that are new and don't know, my mom died, and I was just kind of, off trying to get myself together and regroup and all of that. So now today's my first day back, and I'll get back to managing that little piece as well. So, so the link is for you to share how you're applying the work we're trying to do, because we're not just a group that just talks about stuff. We actually take action on whatever the strategies are that we're talking about. Thank you, Susan. I appreciate it. Hi, Shanji. I know I got so many nice emails and things from all of you guys, and I just really appreciate that. I really do. I even got some flowers and cards, and just, it was very nice. So I appreciate it. Very supportive. So anyway, when you go into our private Facebook group, and if you're not a member of that, I'll put the link. I've got the link in the description box, and you can ask to join. And only the ladies and gents of the Sister Circle are in that group. And you can drop your video in the link for the week, and we won't do it till Friday, of course. And then you're to watch the 2 videos above your video, and then make constructive comments on them. And then if you like them, like them. If not, at least comment and watch the full video. So that's what that link is for. And the purpose of that is so that we can all grow, and we can kind of get some help from each other as to what we're doing right and, what we're doing wrong. And so, Mary, maybe you might want to, I don't know, if you might want to have, maybe drop your link in the Facebook group and ask the ladies to go over and check you out and see what's going on, that kind of thing. Love my babies forever. That's Tamara. She's saying good night. Wait a minute. You just jumped on. Are you leaving already? But she said she's good to see my face, and she's loving my channel growth and my prepper pantry videos. Thank you. I'm going to talk about those in just a little bit. Andrea Mason from the Queen's Court. Good to see you as well. So anyway, the challenge for September, and we got to have a new challenge each month. So the challenge for September is titles and descriptions. So it's titles and descriptions. And our September challenge is to work on marrying your title with the first 3 lines in your description box, but to make sure that you are talking to humans. You are talking to the people, not the Autobots. So you want to say things that people would like. You want to be engaging to the people. So what does this mean? It means that whatever we have in the title, those words are repeated in the first 3 lines of our description box. So if my video was my prepper pantry, building out a 3-month food supply, and that was the title of my video, in my description box, I opened it up with, in this video, I'm sharing my prepper pantry, period. I am sharing with you how to build out a 3-month food supply. So I have used that title in the sentences in the first 3 lines. And then I might have some other things, but remember, the first 3 lines are the ones that are seen by the Autobots and the people, because those are what we call above the fold. So make sure you've got that information in there. And the second thing is you want to make sure that you're also using the title and the keywords that you built your title and your video around in the opening segment of your video. So when I open up the video, I might say, in this video, I'm going to share with you my prepper pantry, how I am building out a 3-month food supply. Let's get started. So I've repeated all of those words, those keywords, the title, the phrases in 3 different areas so that the people hear it and YouTube hears it. So So there's that. Hey, Kenya, good to have you with us. You haven't been with us on a Sunday in a long time because you're usually busy with church. So I'm glad you were able to jump on tonight. And one of the other things is I know tags aren't as important now as they once were, but still they got a tag box. I'd say use it, use those keywords in your tag box, and then use them in your description. So there's that. So as you apply the strategy for the September challenge, be sure to drop your link in the Level Up Friday thread. And again, the September challenge is to marry your title, the first 3 lines of your description, and the opening words in your video. That's the September challenge. Okay. All right. Now let's get the shout outs. And then once we get the shout outs, and I'm trying to go relatively quickly so we don't stay on here forever. You guys know how I can get to chatting. So you guys have to keep me on track because you guys know I'm Chatty Cathy. So, okay. So now when we're looking at the shout outs, I want to give the first person I'm going to give a shout out to, and I don't think she's on yet, is Organized by, well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to wait because she's not on yet. I'll see if she jumps on. I'll give a shout out to Miss V. And her channel is Saving with Miss V. And I have her down for a shout out tonight. Let me get the right page. Now, Miss V is doing a 3-part series on how to save money on stocking your pantry with Dollar Tree. So she's working on a series related to the prepper pantry trend. Now let's make sure I got that spelled right. I can't seem to spell tonight. Okay. All right. So Saving with Miss V has jumped on the trend of the prepper pantry. And I typed it in there just in case it wasn't clear what I was saying. And right now, there is a whole group of people who believe, including myself, who believes that there will be a food shortage in the fall or winter. And I believe this based upon some of the things that I've been seeing. I look at some of the food shortages that we have now, some of the things I cannot find in the store now. And then when we have the lockdown in March, what were some of the things that disappeared off the shelf? And I'm thinking, considering that we've had a few natural disasters like hurricanes and storms that wiped out different crops, that there's going to be a food shortage based upon availability. So there is a trend right now on preparing a pantry to stock up food for anywhere from 3 months to a year. And Miss V jumped on that trend. Now, I think we talked a couple of weeks ago about if there is a trend going around that is on brand for you, jump on it. And that's one of the things that Sean Cannell had said in one of our sessions. He was like, if there's a trend that you can find that makes sense, jump on it. And what is Miss V's thing? Miss V is all about saving money. So she talked about how to build out your prepper pantry, saving money with things you can get at Dollar Tree. So she's getting some growth with that. So there's that one. So let me mark her off because I'm out of order now. There it is. Okay. The other person that I want to give a shout out to is Sandy at Sister Cousins Lifestyle. And you guys can check these channels out yourself. So I was just kind of browsing through the channels of the ladies in the group like I do sometimes. And I saw that Sandy had done a video after about building out her prepper pantry. And she had 5,000 views on that video. I was like, boom, way to go, Sandy. I sent her an email real quick, congratulating her on that kind of thing. And I was in between something. I'm not sure what I was doing, but I was in between something, and I was just kind of browsing around when I saw it. And then I sent her that message. So it's suggesting that she do more. So Danielle, the domestic scientist, hey there, how you doing? Welcome to our circle. So Cheryl at iStyle My Style, I think it's Cheryl, says I've started incorporating a trendy topic on my channel. It's doing very well. Hang on for 1 second, Cheryl, and then let us know what that trend is. So now Sandy says that video now has over 20,000 views. I'm not surprised because that topic is trending right now. So that's doing well for Sandy, and it has also helped to increase her subscribers. Now, I'm going to go ahead and mention Darcy since she's not here yet, but it's on this same topic. So the other one getting a shout out on this topic is Organized by Darcy. And Darcy also did a prepper pantry video. Now, Darcy's thing is organization. So she talked a little bit about the foods that she was preparing or that she was purchasing to build out her pantry. And then she showed some food organization ideas, like different places where you could store it, I should say. So that's what she did. And that's on brand for her, organization and storage. And I do know she's got another one planned for the next couple of days, for the next day or two related to that. So shout out to Organized by Darcy. So when Darcy has started this new series, and she's only put up one video so far in this series, but she's had 3,500 views on it. So now, why is this so huge? I know some of you might be saying, well, 3,500, that's good, but it's not great. Well, you got to think about this. If the typical number of views you get on your channel is, say, 50 or 100 or even 250, and then you get 3,500 views on a video, that's great, because it means that the YouTube algorithm is recommending that out. People are liking what they're seeing. Oh, there's Darcy. She's here now. Hooray. So yes, Darcy, kudos to you. The last time I looked, you had 3,500 views on that prepper pantry video, and Darcy was not at 1,000 subscribers when she started this new series. Now she's over 1,000 and climbing, so she's doing well with that as well. So and I had decided to jump on the prepper pantry bandwagon not quite a month ago. Like I said, one of the things that Sean has said to us in one of our sessions was, if there's a trend going on that makes sense for you, jump on it. So what is my thing? My thing is homemaking. I talk about grocery hauls and buying food and, preparing things in your home. So a prepper pantry was on trend for me. Not only did I feel like I needed to talk about it, but I felt like I needed to teach my homemakers or my young homemakers how to build one. So I shared what I was doing, that kind of thing. And that series has done very well for me. I have grown quite a bit. When I started my prepper pantry series, I was at about 24,000 subscribers. And my goal was to get to 25,000 by the end of August. Well, not only did I get to 25,000, I've now gotten to 30,000. So those videos have done very, very well for me. And then another thing that happened, which was just crazy, was, you guys know I follow Jennifer Scott at the Daily Connoisseur. And she had watched my video. So when she did her chic assignment for September, assignment number 3 was to prepare your pantry for fall. And she put my video in there as one of the things for people to watch to help them prepare. I was like, oh my God, I could not believe it. So I'm getting people coming over from her channel because she put me in the chic assignment for September. I was just like, what? So one of the other ladies that follow her, Robin at Faith and Flower, who I had been following and likes what she does, she did the same thing. When she did her video today, and she's doing a pantry video, she popped in an excerpt from my video and from Mary at Mary's Nest and encouraged people to come over and watch our video. So I'm getting traction from that perspective as well. So I am just like, what? So I'm doing very well with that series. So why am I saying about, and I know Kenya did a pantry video as well that did very well too. So here's the thing. This series that we're doing makes sense for us because these are the kind of things we do. You know, Darcy does organization. She's working on that. I talk about homemaking and how to prepare foods and things for your home. Makes sense for me. Dee talks about saving money. So she's telling you how to save money in your pantries. So, and then Sandy does lifestyle. So when she did hers, it was part of her lifestyle. So all of this makes sense. So I am just suggesting only if it makes sense to consider if you want to do a video related to that. Now, here's the thing also to be concerned about. Kenya said she may need to jump on the prepper bandwagon. You didn't call your video prepper pantry. You know, you did not. You talked about stocking your pantry. And Kenya, you always get a good number of views on your videos. So if you think it makes sense for your brand, do so. Ladies, I'm having a hot flash. Whew. I wouldn't have thought this apron was that hot, but sorry. So if it makes sense for you, jump on it. You know what, Darcy? You do see 30,000. Right now, Darcy, you went over the top from 1,000 and you're on your way to 1,500. So everybody starts at 0 and then you get to 100 and then 250 and then 500 and then 1,000. So now you hit that 1,000 mark, you'll be surprised. So now let me just share a little bit about our strategy. Oh gosh, no, this hot flashes is terrible. So now here's the thing. So let's back up a little bit and we're just going to look at Darcy's strategy. And I employed the same strategy as well. So when Darcy posted her video, she didn't post anything else for a week. She's not posted any new videos since she posted her prepper pantry video to allow the video to gain traction. She's going to post her second one and there won't be any more videos posted for a week. She's going to let that video gain traction. And I think she's got 3 planned. After she's done 3, then she can post something else, you know, more of her signature content, or it can continue on the same line. So I have posted 3 so far. Actually, the 4th one wasn't so much of a prepper pantry, but the first 2 did really well. The 3rd one didn't do as well as the first 2, but it did extremely well considering how many views I typically get on a video. And so I posted a little different tag with my herbs, harvesting my herbs. So when I did that, you know, that it's not growing as quickly. So I've got kind of a bit of a little, you know, lag right there. But, you know, but hopefully that will gain traction too. And then I'll do another prepper pantry video in a couple of weeks. So I'm trying to give a little time in between. And I'm getting those ideas from the Daryl Eves challenge. He talked about that in the challenge the last time and in one of the videos that we're watching this week. And so I just want to remind you guys, The Daryl Eves 30-day creator challenge just started again on, well, 5 days ago, because it started on September 1st. So if you want to get in on it, I encourage you to do it, because he looks at the strategies and analytics and that kind of thing in a whole different way. And I'm beginning to understand some things a little better. So yes, boom, congratulations to Sandy and to V and to Darcy for getting good traction with their pantry challenge, and congratulations to me as well. Now, the other person I want to give a shout out to, and she just jumped on tonight, is April Will. She's up late prepping for a conference this week. And so let me just tell you about April. She's getting a shout out because she has a new channel. She started in a different direction. You guys always ask about how she's doing. Let's make sure I spelled this right. You guys always ask how she's doing. She's still in Spain, but she's gone in a new direction with her YouTube channel. She started a new channel, and the new channel is called April Antonella, and I listed it here in the chat box. And what her new channel is about natural hair. So if you're on a natural hair journey, or you have children that are on natural hair and you're dealing with that, check out her new channel. She's only got 4 videos up on the new channel so far, but it'll get traction. So kudos to you, April, for deciding that you needed to take a different direction. So she was zigging, and now she's zagging. So she wasn't afraid to do that. So Love My Babies Forever said she just finished Daryl's last challenge. Nope, she's talking about Sean, and said Sean is great. Yes, he is. And so that was the other shout out. So I got Darcy, Sandy, V, April. And the last shout out I have tonight is to Michelle at My Everyday Wife Life. And that girl has 2 brand new kittens. Oh my goodness. They are so cute. She did a video. Her last video was a kind of a vlog, September self-care September, and she got 2 tiniest little kittens for her birthday. They are so cute. What's more adorable than kittens, puppies, and babies? So I thought, got to tell about her new kittens. So you got to be sure and check those out. So those, and then I'm expecting a new person to join us tonight. Her name is the Fortitude Fix, and she just got to 1,000 subscribers and just joined the YouTube Partner Program. And so she's going to be jumping on sometime tonight, she said. So hopefully she'll get on while we're still live. All right. So those are the shout outs. And so next we're going to go ahead and talk about the YouTube strategy session for tonight. And what I wanted us to talk about was monetization. And the reason why I thought this would be a good topic is that so many of us are just hitting that 1,000 mile mark, 1,000 subscriber mark, so that you can get monetized. So I thought I'd talk a little bit about, like what were the rules and the guidelines that you needed for that. And I'm only going to go into it so far. And I know many of you are monetized already. Some of you are not. And some of you are close. So when we talk about monetization, that's part of the YouTube, what they call the YouTube Partner Program. And you have to be in the YouTube Partner Program to get monetized. And YouTube is owned by Google. So there's a whole bunch of stuff going on in the back office, that kind of thing. But one of the things you must do once you're ready to be monetized is start a YouTube create a Google AdSense. A Google AdSense account. So now Yitra says she only has 700 hours. Carol said it felt like 1,000 miles. Yes. So in order to be monetized, and I'm going to type this in, you must have 1,000 subscribers. Oh, guys, excuse me. It's allergy season and I'm all itchy in here. So I'm sorry for being indelicate. But you must have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours in a 12-month period. So the 4,000 watch hours have got to be consecutive in a 12-month period, plus your 1,000 subscribers. Once you get there, then you can join the YouTube Partner Program, which is called Monetization. And that's what we want, because you can actually make a little bit of change on YouTube. And you know, when I first started YouTube, I was just dabbling and dibbling and just having fun. I just, it was just a hobby. And then I learned you can make some money doing this. Yes, you can. Once you hit that 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, if you work it right, you can definitely make some money. And all you need is 1,000 dedicated subscribers to help you reach that. And then once you hit the 1,000 subscriber marker and the 4,000 watch hours, they will you have to apply for monetization. Once you apply, they will review your channel, and then within a few weeks to a couple of months, they will either approve you or disapprove you. Now, right now, they're a little slow getting everybody approved just because there's so many people applying, and that with COVID, there's not as many people in the office, that kind of thing. So the approval process has slowed down just a little bit, but they're doing their best to kind of stay on top of things. So there's that. If you get approved, then you can they'll start running ads on your videos, or what they call running ads against your videos. And they will choose the kind of ads that they think are most relevant for your particular channel. If they disapprove your request, then what they would do, you can reapply after 30 days, but they would probably tell you what are some of the things that you need to do to beef up your application the next time. So now Crafty Leanie, so Eileen says she goes live now every Saturday. She does a Saturday show called Head to Head DIY Live Challenge. Yes, that will help you get your hours up. If you go live, that's a good way, because when you're live, you're on for a while. And then people tend to watch longer periods when you're live, especially Eileen, if you're doing a DIY project and they're doing it with you, that's some good watch time that you can generate. So cool beans on that. So good on you for doing that. So, and you do want to try to figure out ways to increase your watch time. This is a good example of one way to do that. Some people try to upload more frequently, and I think one of the videos we're going to look at in the Daryl Eves Challenge this week is whether or not more frequent uploadings is helpful. So if you have not signed up for that Daryl Eves Challenge, I suggest you do. It's free of charge. I'm not getting any kind of kickbacks or anything like that. I'm signing up for it myself, because I just learned so much when I take these different little programs. So I would encourage you to do it. So, all right, there's that. Now, while you're waiting to hear back, so now Eileen says she invites guest star DIYers. That's an excellent idea, because you'll also get their viewers to jump on and watch you as well. So invite them. And then how are you? Well, since you probably don't have 1,000 subscribers yet, Eileen, I can't remember now. If you've got a community tab, you can be inviting people to join you for that live stream on your community tab. Put up a nice little note or something like that, and then people see those community posts differently. So that's a good idea to do if you've got a community tab. If you don't have a community tab, then you can use your Instagram account to invite them over that way. Okay, so Eileen, you're over 1,000, so you've got a community tab. So you should be putting a nice little post on your community tab, but you don't want to use the same little post or thumbnail, so to speak, that you use when you upload the video for your community live. What you want to do is add a different image. And I've been trying to do that. I've been trying to add a different image with a different kind of note for when I'm posting on the community tab. So for example, you might say something like, if you're looking for an opportunity to do DIY or DIY with me on Friday night at 7:45 p.m. Eastern, we're going to make blah, 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 blah. So if you've been bored out of your gourd sitting at home, jump on and join me, something like that. And then put the link in. But when you put the link in, you will already have put in a picture of yourself in some way. Either you're going to have a picture of yourself doing some kind of craft or something like that. But you'll do that. But okay, so, and sounds like a couple people have found Eileen that way. So from Crafting with Maria. So she said, good, sounds like it's working. So hey, good on you, Eileen. Way to go. Tamara said she enjoyed the Let's Get Ready to Rumble. So is that something you guys said when you were getting ready to do your okay, so you usually share who you have as your guest. Good idea. All right. So good on you for that. All right, so now back to our, so that was one way of getting up your watch time, because that's what we're talking about just briefly, because you do need to make sure you have your 4,000 watch hours, and going live is a way to do that, because people will jump on with you live and stick with you longer, but you got to have a plan. You need to have some props, and you need to be in your seat when you're going live, because people don't want to sit there and watch your chair. So those are just the etiquette associated with going live. So be sure to do that, and have a plan in place for what you're going to do when you go live. So let's say, Darcy, for example, if you were going to go live, you could do a Q&A on organization or something like that. So when I've gone live from on my This and That with Denise channel, sometimes I've done a laundry chat, or I've talked about laundry products or different things like that. So, okay, so there's that. So the other thing is, once you've made your application for the YouTube Partner Program, while you're waiting to hear back, one of the things you should do is familiarize yourself with the policies of the YouTube Partner Program and apply for your Google AdSense account, because you can't get all that done until you apply, until you have a Google AdSense account. So your Google AdSense account is connected to your YouTube Partner Program. And you have to do two-step verification, because they want to try to keep your channel as safe as possible so that no one steals all those earnings that you're going to make. So Kenya said she was recently thinking that she might need to do a live again. That's always a good option. Going live is a way to get more viewers and increase your watch time. When people go live, YouTube sends it out in a different way. You'll get people jumping on that don't normally watch you. So going live could be a good option. Just got to pick your topic and just, go for it. But yeah, I watched your last live, Kenya. You were doing natural hair that day. And I was like, whoa, she's getting real. Oh, Kenya, you missed it when I said that April Will, who is on with us, has started a new channel about natural hair. Thank you, Diva. I'll speed it up. But So you might want to check her out and subscribe to her channel, because I know you have natural hair and I think you would like what she's trying to do. So be sure and check her out. Okay, so back to the YouTube Partner Program. You must have a YouTube AdSense account so that you can get it connected to your YouTube Partner Program. And I got a couple things here that I want to share with you, and I will link them in the description box. They're not in there yet, but I do have them on my notes, and so I will put them in there. But if you're just getting monetized, the first thing I encourage you to do is to start with the YouTube Creator Academy. So maybe you're almost there, but not quite there. You know, like maybe you're at 900 or 950. That's the time to start. Even if you're at 700, that's the time to start getting informed about the YouTube Partner Program, so that once you're ready for application, you know what to do and you know what not to do. So I would start with the YouTube Creator Academy, and I'm going to type that in here for right now. And this is the YouTube Academy that is sponsored by YouTube. You will find it on your YouTube page somewhere. So, and I'll link it below. But they will have a series of courses in there to help you learn how to do YouTube. And one of the courses they have in the course catalog is called "Is My Channel Ready to Earn Money?" That's the first course that I think you should take. And what this does is it gives you a unit that has 3 lessons in it that just tells you some various things that you need to do to either prepare yourself for monetization or things that you need to know. And it only takes about 30 minutes to work through this first course. And there's, like I said, 3 modules in the unit, and it only takes you about 30 minutes. They give you a small quiz at the end of each section, and you can repeat it as often as you need to, just to kind of make sure you get all the information. And even if you've taken it a while back, it's worthwhile to go back and just kind of refresh that information. And then the next thing that I encourage you to do, just for timeliness, is I go to a relatively quick start guide, which gives you an overview of the program. And I'm going to link this one below as well, but it is called YouTube Partner Program Overview and Eligibility. Now, if you just type that into the address bar on Google, that comes up. And I will link that in the description box once we're done tonight. But if you just type that in, the page that I'm talking about will come up. And this page is quite nice because it gives you a nice overview of the YouTube Partner Program. It gives you a section of frequently asked questions and most of the information that you need to know pretty quickly. So I would suggest taking a look at that after you've done that first small course on the YouTube Partner Program. But take your time with this, because this is the meat and potatoes of the YouTube Partner Program. So you really want to dig into it. And as you go through, there's some things that you'll want to know. Like, for example, when I reviewed it, there were a couple of things that I had forgot that I was glad that I reviewed it. And I think it was Carol that had mentioned it the last time we were on. We were talking about the partner program, and we have been talking about the ads that run on your channel. Hey, Michelle, you missed your shout out. But we have been talking about the ads that run on your channel and whether or not you can encourage or invite people to watch the ads. And the answer to that is no. You cannot encourage, entice in any way, try to coerce people or ask people to watch the ads that are running on your channel. That's one of the no-nos in the program. So, and there's just little things like that. The other thing is that there's different kinds. Once you start having get monetized, and you start getting people who are approaching you to review their products, well, you have to declare that your video is sponsored or that you've got paid product placement. So when we talk about a paid product placement, a sponsor or a shout out or a review that they've asked you to do, you have to reveal that to your viewers. And there's a couple different places on there where you need to click to indicate that this is a sponsored video. There's a paid product placement. For example, when I did the how to make a bed video, and I said, this was my first sponsored video, you know, they sent me the bed sheets to do that, to make the bed. So I did a how to make a bed video so that it made sense for my brand. Rather than just me holding up the sheets and showing you this and that, I showed you how to make the bed using their sheets. And then I talked about them a little bit during the process. So that's a paid product placement. If they send you a bowl or a knife or something like that and you review it, that's paid product placement. And sometimes what they'll try to do is they'll say, well, let me I'll put the money in PayPal. You get the money out, then you order the product, and then you do the review. Well, they're trying to circumvent Amazon's process. You know, they don't want Amazon to know that they asked you to do the review, and they have to have a verified purchase for the review. So even if they do that, they send you the money and then you buy the product and then you review it, you are still obligated to disclose to YouTube and your viewers that this is a paid product placement because they somehow or another got that product to you. So there's that. And then there's certain products that you can't do ads for, like maybe alcohol and different things like that. Firearms, they'll try to get you to do ad or a review on those kind of products, and it's not allowed. It's not allowed at all. But sometimes the companies will say, oh, it's okay, so and so and so and so is already doing that for us. Here's a copy of their video. No, it's not allowed. So you want to make sure that you know what you can and can't do, because I'm the person, I get in trouble and I'm trying to do the right thing, let alone when I know I'm doing something wrong. So you want to really make sure that you read those guidelines very carefully so you don't put a foot wrong. Because after you work so hard to get monetized, you finally get monetized, you don't want to do something wrong and mess it up. And so then once you take a look at that overview, then I encourage you to go back to the YouTube Academy courses page and then dive into the Welcome to the YouTube Partner Program. And this one is only 2 lessons. The first lesson is quite short. And it gives you just a little bit of information about the monetization options. But the second lesson indicates the policies and guidelines that you need to know. And it is more in depth, and you really want to take your time to get through that. Well, so Tamara, here's the thing. When they reach out to you and ask you to review a product and they say, give us your PayPal number, we'll put the money in PayPal, and then you can get the money out and purchase the product. Many YouTubers do that, many don't. Here's the thing, though, when you do that, first of all, they're trying to circumvent Amazon. It's what they're trying to do, because they don't want Amazon to know that they solicited you to do that review. That's number one. They want a verified purchase, which they have to be able to show an actual purchase through Amazon. So that's why they want to send you the money. That's number one. The second thing is that as far as PayPal is concerned, the customer is always right. So if they send you $20 to buy a glue gun, and then you take the money out, they are the customer. So they've sent you $20. You take the $20 out for whatever it is. Now, let's say they don't like the review you give them. They can ask for their money back, and PayPal will refund that money back to them, and then they will get the money back from you. So you just have to think about that. Now, Leni says she felt uncomfortable about that. I just think it feels just a little sleazy too. I will admit, the very first time I did a product review, and it was for this Pop Voice mic. And I did that. I said, they put the money in, I took the money out, and I did the review. Then I thought, well, wait a minute. They have an advertising budget. If they want me to review the product, they need to just send me the product. I don't want to be doing all that back and forth, because I didn't know that they could request their money back until I was informed that that was a possibility. So Susan says she felt a little uncomfortable about that too. So yeah, you know what? I wouldn't do it. All of these companies have advertising budgets. If they want you to review their product, then they can just send that product out to you. And if they don't, then see ya. I had this one company that kept sending me email after email after email. And I finally just said, look, if you're not willing to just send me the product, I can't work with you. So please take me off your list so you can quit calling me or quit emailing me. So yes, they have an advertising budget. So ask them to spend it on you if they want you to do that. So yeah, so don't do that. So again, backing up just for a second, you want to make sure though that you really dig into lesson 2. And for those of you that don't know, the YouTube Creator Academy, they've got a whole series of courses that help you with different things related to YouTube. And if you've not found it, then you need to dig into that. So Diva says she never does that. The product is free to her. And I agree. I did it the one time and then I've not done it since, because someone told me that they were, it might have been Kenya that told me that they're trying to circumvent the Amazon process. I hadn't at the time, I didn't even know what a verified purchase was. So yeah, I would encourage you not to do that. So yeah, they claim that they could not. They can send you the product. They don't want to because they want you to buy it so they can get a verified purchase review. That's why they say they can't do it. So Leni says she's worked with 3 and it's free. Yes, say send me your product, I'll review it, I'll use it, whatever, and then use it in your video in some way that makes sense for you. Yeah, Mary, they are trying to take advantage of not only the creators, but they're trying to circumvent the process. So yeah. All right, so now if you're a person who likes to get their information by viewing, like if you like to watch videos first to get your information, I will put a link below of a playlist that they have on the Creator Studio that walks you through a lot of this. But the video assignment that we had tonight was the very first video that they have in the playlist. And that video tells you what you need to know about the YouTube Partner Program. It's just an introduction, but it gives you a lot of good information. And as Kenya just pointed out, your channel does not need the product. The product company needs your channel. And actually, it can be inconvenient for you to have to do that video. So yeah, your channel doesn't need the product. They need you. So thank you, Kenya, for making that point. Because if you think about it, you've got value. You've got a lot of subscribers, or at least a lot of viewers who come to watch you. People watch Organized by Darcy because they like Darcy. People watch Lifestyle of Laura because they like Laura. So they're watching you thinking, I like that Laura person. Maybe she could promote our product and we'll get more people to purchase. So that's the thing. You have value. And this is something you guys might consider looking into. I just discovered it and I'm working on it now. It's called the Social Blue Book. And what it does is it tells you the value of your channel. So it gives you a suggested price that you can charge for a video, for a shout out, for a product placement. I haven't dug into it a whole lot because just when I got signed up with it, then I had all that going on with my mom. So I haven't had time to do anything with it. And then next week, I'm going to a Vegas conference. I'm going to Girl with Video Live with Sean Cannell and Heather Torres. So I'll probably be pretty busy next week as well, but I will get into it. But the Social Blue Book, though, helps you know what the benefit, the value of your channel is. And there is a free version and there is a paid version. So check that out so you know what's your channel is worth. So it gives you an idea as to what to charge people when you're ready to do that kind of thing. So now, how do you apply? Do socialbluebook.com. I think it's socialbluebook.com. I believe it's what it is, like that. And I can't check it now because I've got, I'm on my computer, but I believe it's that, socialbluebook.com. Hey, Lady Phoenix, good to have you with us. All right, so now let's say you're ready to apply for the YouTube Partner Program. How do you find the link? Well, you want to find the link, what you want to do is log in to your channel. And then if you click on the picture over on the left, it's like there's a little menu bar on the left of your channel. So click on the monetization symbol. It's like a big $sign over on the left. So on this side is where you'll have the picture of your profile and all of that once you go into YouTube Studio. Once you're in there, over on the left side of the screen, you'll see various icons down there. Click on the $sign. That takes you to the monetization page, and then you'll have several different options to sign up for, one of which is signing up for monetization. Other things include merchandising and Patreon and, all kinds of stuff. So be sure and just kind of look at it, see what's what. Just check that out. Now, again, to apply, you have to have your two-step verification for your Google account, at least 1,000 subscribers, and 4,000 valid public watch hours. And typically you will have more than that when you finally do apply. You might only have 1,000 subscribers, but typically you'll have more than 4,000 hours. And the reason why they ask you to have that much is so they can kind of really see what your channel is about. Andrea says she can't see that from her phone. Andrea, I'm not sure why you can't see it from your phone, but I can see it from my desktop when I'm looking at that. And let's see if I can see it on my iPad. Not sure why you can't see it. Oh, when I say log into YouTube Studio, what I mean is log into your channel, not YouTube Studio, but log into your channel, I believe. Well, let me see how I did that. Oh, I better not try it. But log into your channel. And then when you log into your channel, over on the left, check the menu bar. You should see a $sign. If it's not that way, then when you log into YouTube Studio, look over to the left, and there should be a big $sign when you're looking at the icons, and click on that, and that brings you to the monetization page, and that's what you want to check out. So you might have to go to your desktop to be able to find that. Was it Penny that was asking that? Andrea, you might have to go to your desktop, because I checked that earlier just to see what I could see, and I could see it on there without any problem at all. And if you meet the necessary guidelines and you click on the review partner program terms, and then it'll kind of walk you through what it is that you need to do. Keep in mind, too, you can only have one AdSense account. So if you've got an AdSense account from another channel, you can use one account and have multiple channels listed on it, but you can only have one AdSense account. So that's important to know. And then you'll get reviewed. And they'll either tell you yay or nay. Yeah, it's your YouTube studio, and monetization is over on the left. You'll see a big S. Yeah, you might have to check on your computer, Andrea, because I didn't see it here on my iPad, but I can see it when I'm on my desktop. And I'll put some various links in the description box for the different things we've been talking about. Okay. All right. I think that covers it. So I wanted to talk about, again, how you get signed up, because so many people are right there on the edge. And I just wanted to address that. So now, my question for you is this. Are you looking to join the YouTube Partners Program? If so, where are you in the process? Or if you're already a member of the YouTube Partner Program, what tips do you have to share with the creatives trying to get in? So let's have that real quick. And notice how I snuck in that call to action just real quick. I just kind of slid it right in there with my question of the day when I said, are you looking to join the YouTube Partner Program? If so, where are you in the process? And if you're already a member, what tips do you have to share? Drop them in the chat box or drop them in the comment section. I just kind of slid that right in there. So Lainey's got to say good night. Eileen, I'm going to do the open invites and collabs next. If you're doing this live every weekend, why don't you send me a note about that so that I can put that on the list, because people would enjoy doing that. So good night. Glad you were with us tonight. And then Penny said to be careful with too many emojis. I don't know anything about emojis at all. I can barely figure out how to get the one up there. So Penny, are you saying that if you do too many emojis, it can pose a problem? So Danielle's at the beginning stages. She's been doing YouTube for about 90 days. Okay, so you got a while to go, but you want to be aware so that once you're ready, you can jump in. Laura's halfway to getting monetized. Okay, good. Yeah, it comes. It comes, you know, you work and you work and you work, and then all of a sudden it's like, bam, I'm here. Okay, so Laura says if you use too many emojis, that comment goes to spam. Okay. About how long does it typically take? Well, that depends upon how long it takes you to get to 1,000 subscribers. Some people get to 1,000 subscribers in a few months. Some people may take a couple of years to get to 1,000. So Penny says she does YouTube Live and it hurts the channel. I have to check all this out. YouTube Live does not hurt the channel. Sister Cousin's Lifestyle says she got monetized a few months ago. It took a while, but consistency happened. Yes, it does help to be consistent. Lifestyle of Laura said it took years because she shared too many topics. You know, you're right, Laura. You do have to niche down. It's like once you niche down, you find where it is that you want to be, then you start to build that subscriber base, and then you can get monetized much quicker. It took me a couple of years, I think, to get there. Okay. All right. Let me go ahead then and just say also, if you're interested in open invitations, collaborations, or challenges, you can find them here. And I'm going to give those next. And then I will come back and put them in the description box. And I'll also pop up a community tab and I will list them in there as well. And don't forget to join the private Facebook group for the Sister Circle. We can continue the conversation over there. You can drop your links in to share to how you're applying this month's strategy, which this month's strategy is your title, description box, and tags to kind of marry those. Okay, so let me go ahead and give the updates on the open invites and collaborations. And then make sure you do your due diligence, which means go to the YouTube channels and watch their invite videos. Watch the invite videos so that you get all the accurate information. And Diva, let me ask you a real quick question while you are here. I have down for you September 11th is your $10 thrift challenge for fall 2020. When you sent me the email, you had September 12th, but when I went to your channel and looked at your information, you had September 11th in your description box. So I changed the information to September 11th. So let me know which one is accurate. So, and while Diva is letting me know which one is accurate, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Kenya's thanking everyone for joining in her fall lantern collab. That's always a very nice one. All right, so let me get started. September 6th is the How to Grow Your YouTube Channel Open Invite collaboration hosted by the Mastermind influencers and led by Really Good Living. So today is the 6th, so that collaboration just dropped today. So if you have not watched those videos, you still can. September 11th. Okay, so I'm accurate. And then on September 11th is the $10 thrift challenge. And the $10 thrift challenge, this is kind of cool because we haven't seen the $5 Goodwill challenge lately at all. So now we've got something to replace that. Michelle says the Moss Family TV fall cooking collab every Friday this month, she believes. Do you have it on? No, I don't have it on the list. So let me write that down. Moss Family TV fall cooking collab. Every Friday this month. I will look for that, Michelle. But yeah, that would be a good one to have on the list and to get new eyeballs on your channel. For those of you that are on that haven't commented yet, but one of the reasons why you want to jump in on collaborations and invitations is because it helps to get new eyeballs on your channel. So it's a way to, get and pick up new viewers. And then if they like what they see, they may choose to subscribe. And also you get to meet more people. You begin to build community. So that's a good practice to jump in on collaborations, but only jump in on the ones that make sense for you. You want to jump in on those collabs that are on brand. So Stephanie said she talked to Hillary and she didn't do the summer challenge because of family, but she will be doing a fall $5 challenge. Okay, so we'll see when she gets that one in. So Stephanie, if you get the date, and I know sometimes you get some dates before I do. If you get that date, if you could send me an email, I'd appreciate it. All right. So September 11th, then the $10 thrift challenge fall 2020, hosted by Diva Designing on a Dime with Kimberly Davis. September 12th is the White and Gray We Slay Tablescape, hosted by Fabulous Designs on a Budget. And I don't see a co-host for that one. So if there is, she's not let me know who that is just yet. September 13th is the Fall Wreath collaboration, hosted by Shanji Living Life to the Fullest and co-hosted by Gigi Face On, and Love My Babies Forever, and Me, Myself, and DIYing It. So that one is on the 13th. We have several on the 13th. We also have the Harry Potter collab hosted by The Mug Life and Kiki DIYs. And the video upload date is September 13th at 3 p.m. Eastern. Is there a DIY mommy one? You know, Carol, I've not seen that. I will go and look. Let me put a note up here, because that's certainly a good one. The DIY mommy is the 19th. That's a good one to get in on. She'll get 100 videos in her playlist. There's lots of eyeballs on that. And typically her instructions will be on her community tab. And then Heidi has something coming up. Let me know what Heidi has coming up. I don't know what that is. But DIY Mommy does have it posted on her community tab. When is Heidi's? Okay, Diva. So the challenge is September 12th. Okay, now in your upload video, you've got marked September 11th in the description box, because that's why I changed the date. So, okay, so I'll get that changed out, September 12th. And Heidi Sanbo has what? What challenge does Heidi Sanbo have? I don't have that one. So while Carol's putting that in for me, I'll go ahead and go through the list. September 13th, the Fall Wreath collaboration hosted by Shanji, Living Life to the Fullest, and co-hosted by Gigi Fasan, Love My Babies Forever, and Me, Myself, and DIYing It. September 13th is also a Keep It Simple Sunday. This is a monthly collab hosted by Melissa Makes It DIY. September 15th is the Fall Modern Colors DIY Challenge hosted by the Showbiz Nest and A Perfect Place to Start. September 15th, there is also the Purge Declutter Challenge 2020 hosted by Kimberly Davis. And then the DIY Mommy one has some in here somewhere. I'll find out when that one is. September 19th is Falling into Harvest Tablescape Challenge. This one is hosted by Shanji, Living Life to the Fullest, and co-hosted by Fabulous Designs on a Budget, Me, Myself, and DIYing It, and Timeless Elegance Designs by V and Gigi Fasan. So there's several ladies co-hosting that one. September 19th also is the Fall Bar Cart collaboration hosted by Marilyn at Fabulous Designs on a Budget and Diva Designing on a Dime with Kimberly Davis. Okay, so Heidi Sanbo as September 11th DIY Challenge, and the DIY Mommy is the 19th. So, okay, Heidi Sanbo is the September 11th DIY Halloween. And I'll go to her channel and look for it. And then DIY Mommy is September 19th Fall Challenge. And then Danielle says Glamour Ellen has a blue and white China collab challenge. It's an open-ended challenge. Doesn't have a deadline. Okay, you can add your one at any time. I'll go and look for Glamour Ellen. Now, I won't get these done until tomorrow. Good night, Susan. September 19th is also Kel, If It Ain't Cheap. The Wakanda Forever colon cancer awareness. Oh, that is nice. Wakanda Forever tablescape. Colon cancer awareness. Okay. And then September 22nd. Okay, I have not got there yet, but let me put it on here. Thank you, God. Fall tablescape. First day of fall, open. Okay, so I'll get that. I'll come back and capture those. I think I've gotten down to the September 15th, the Purge Declutter Challenge hosted by Kimberly Davis. September 19th, Falling into Hall Tablescape hosted by Shanji and others. September 19th, Fall Barcode Collab hosted by Marilyn and Diva. September 20th, Fall in Love Challenge 2020 hosted by Uniquely Tay and co-hosted by At Home with Marge. And it's at the Tablescape Diva and me, myself, and DIY in it. And the Fall in Love Challenge 2020. Again, make sure you go and check out the video so that you know exactly what it is they're asking you to do. September 21st, the Useful DIY Challenge hosted by, with a boho. So this is a boho theme. So the Useful DIY Challenge on September 21st with a boho DIY hosted by Moondos at Life Handmade and Maria at Artsy Cupcake. And then also on September 22nd is the Fall Home Tour hosted by Rocky Mountain Gardens and co-hosted by Sonia from Domestic Diva Home. September 22nd is also the Fall Fireplace Challenge hosted by Creatively Miss Me with Stephanie. And then we also have a Thank You God Fall Tablescape hosted by Lady Phoenix at Really Good Living. And if you guys could email me this information, that would be great. My email is in the description box. September 25th is the Fall Coffee Beverage Bar Collab, hosted by Kimberly Davis and co-hosted by Kenya at Kenya's Decor Corner. September 26th is the Silver Moon Tablescape Collab, hosted by It's Just Me, Robin, and the Sophisticated Ladies Club. And then October 11th is the Keep It Simple Sunday. It's the monthly collab hosted by Melissa Makes It DIY. So now let's see. Let's see what people have up here for me. So Really Good Living, September 22nd, got that one. Creatively Miss Me says September 12th is a black tie. How did I miss that one? Okay, September 12th. Black tie. Affair. Tablescape. Hosted by Stacy at Styling with Stacy and Tammy at Me Myself. Okay, I'll get that one on the list. Oh, At Home with Mary. And it's September 23rd. What was this one again? A Fall Affair. It's a Fall Affair. September 23rd. Let me find, where did I put that? September 23rd. It's a Fall Affair. At Home with Mary. Catherine B. Now you say Miss Tammy. Is that Tammy at Me, Myself? I believe that's who you guys are referring to when you say that. I just want to make sure because we do have a couple Tammys. Oh, and Catherine Beats. Okay, so I got that one. And I'll go to the channel and look at it. Jen Marie. Okay, let me get there. Yeah, that's a lot of Tablescape collabs. It really is. And I have to wonder, are you guys getting the kind of response that you want from all of these tablescapes? Is it increasing your numbers the way you want them to? That's the question. Because if you think about it, all these different tablescape collaborations, that is not evergreen content. And one of the things I try to encourage you guys to think about is evergreen content. I just have to wonder, is it getting you the results that you want? Are you getting the channel growth that you want by doing all these tablescape collabs? Because if you keep doing the same thing, you won't get anything different. So that's the question. Are all of these tablescape collabs? Oh no, Be Thrifty, September 8th. Carol, I missed that one. Be Thrifty, and I think your name got pushed down. The Be Thrifty is coming right up too, September 8th. Be Thrifty. Oh no, wait, it's Make It New challenge. Make It New by Be Thrifty and Kiki DIY. I mentioned one by Kiki, but let's see what it was. I had a Harry Potter one by Kiki. I didn't have the Be Thrifty one, so okay, I got that one now. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, Tammy, Me, Myself. All right, so again, so Shanji is asking, do tablescapes hurt your channel? I'm not going to say that tablescapes hurt your channel, Shanji, but the question is, are people watching those tablescape challenges? And I guess the only way you would know is to take a look at your analytics. Take a look at the analytics and see how many people are watching, how long are they watching? Are you getting the results you want? That's the question. Are you getting the results that you want? Are you getting the channel growth that you want? Are you getting new eyeballs on your channel? So that's the question. So several people have said that they don't have the energy to do all those tablescapes. And they do take time. If you're buying new things, they do take money. Sometimes, the last few times I did them, I tried to use things that I already had at home, because it can get expensive if you're trying to buy new things, that kind of thing. But my question is just, are you getting the value from doing them that you want? If you want your channel to grow, if you want a new audience, is this what your people want to see, is the question. So Kenya says she doesn't think it hurts, but she's not sure if her audience wants to see that many, and it's a lot of work for her. See, that's the thing. I'm going to type this in. This is something that Sean always says, Sean Cannell. He tells us all the time, never make a video that your viewers didn't ask for. So never make a video that your viewers didn't ask for. My viewers don't ask for tablescapes very often. Now, I might do, let's say I did a fancy table for Thanksgiving or Christmas, and I was talking to my young homemakers and saying, now, if you're hosting your first holiday, this might be a good time to try to bring out your wedding china or whatever, and I might show a tablescape. But I also have a lot of young men on my channel. They don't want to see tablescapes all the time. So I don't do that anymore. If I'm doing a teaching session where I'm teaching the young homemakers how to set a table, I might do that. So Danielle says, why is it there aren't any food-related challenges? For example, smoothies, sandwiches, etc. Well, there are. Sometimes there are, and we ran a couple of food-related challenges here on the Sister Circle. So we have done that. And food-related challenges can work. Like, for example, right now it's September and we're coming into apple season. So maybe, there could be a challenge using apples. Stephanie at Creatively Miss Me always does a one-pot cooking challenge. And then I don't remember what time of the year she does that, but she always does do something like that. So seasonal tablescapes, people are saying could work. But I don't know if that would work well. I know that doesn't work well for me. Now, Diva says you need to have variety on your channel. And yes, you do. And that's the reason why, even with the prepper pantry challenge that I was doing after I did my first 3 videos on things related directly to stocking the pantry and storage and that kind of thing, I took a break from that and I talked about harvesting my herbs. Then I'll go back to that, but it's allowed the time for the algorithm to catch up with me. So that's something to think about. So a food challenge, could work out just fine. Other questions? I've given all the updates that I've got. I'll look into these other ones that you guys have mentioned. And then I'm going to be off the grid all next week because I'm going to Sean Cannell's Grow with Video virtual conference next week. And I know April Will is going to be in that as well. Oh, thank you, Michelle. I tell you what, I had a lot of fun working on those videos and I learned so much. But you know me, I want to make sure that my young homemakers know this is something they need to do. And I wanted to show them how to go about doing it. Now, I've learned a lot since that first video. So I've got a few more that are coming out. So I plan to do a few more, because it's really helped. It has really helped my growth. And Michelle, I talked about your new kitties. Yes, Michelle, can you believe it? She's telling how Faith and Flower gave me a shout out. Not only did Faith and Flower give me a shout out, Michelle, but Jennifer Scott at the Daily Connoisseur gave me a shout out first. She made me the assignment number 3 on the chic assignment. I was like, yes! You guys should have seen me. I was just watching the video and I'm like, what? And I'm like, yay! And I was here by myself. I didn't have anybody to share that information with, but I was so inspired. I was just thrilled. Well, actually, yes, Diva, but my trip to Las Vegas is going to be virtual. I'm going to be sitting right here in this chair watching on the screen. So last year I went to Vegas. This year it's all virtual because, there is COVID-19. So, we have to be careful about all that. Hey, I'm going to be right here in this chair. So trust me, it won't be anything interesting happening. The hubby will be downstairs or in there. I'm going to be right here in the chair. So it's not like I'll be able to get away with anything. Am I having a show next Sunday? Yes. I do plan to have a show next Sunday. There's no reason not to, I don't think. Because my conference is Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So I should be able to. And I can show you guys some of the new things that I learned from there. So yes. All right. Do you guys have anything else? Otherwise, I think we've covered all the information. Let me just say once again, thank you guys for being so kind. I wish I was going to Vegas, but no, he had it all planned out for Vegas, and they just had to change everything. They just had to change everything. And I'm thinking that some of the speakers, that kind of thing, were a little bit concerned about making that trip to Vegas and, taking a plane and all of that. So I understand. So was tonight's show, did I give you guys what you needed from tonight's information? Because I really want to talk about monetization and just kind of really think about those people that are just getting there. I'll put all the links in the description box, and also I'll put all the information about the updates in the description box as well. That won't happen until tomorrow because I want to verify some of the information that you guys just gave me, which means I have to go to their channels, and one of the channels, and at least find the video so that I can collect the information there. Otherwise, I think we've covered everything. September challenge is to work on your titles and your description box and your tags. Good, Diva. I'm glad you thought it was informative. Cool. All right, ladies, then I should say good night. So, and I know I should do some kind of nice little wrap up and all that, but by the time we get to the end, I'm just tired and I don't feel like saying it all. Danielle, thank you for jumping in. And, you know, this is a group of ladies that we're here all the time, so we kind of know each other pretty well. So we're real comfortable with one another. So I hope you enjoy the group. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I'll see you guys next Sunday, 7:45 p.m. Eastern time. Bye.